The indie author revolution has been around for more than a decade, but we indies continue to push the boundaries of what we're capable of, from getting over initial prejudices to staring down perfectionism and author imposter syndrome. We've become a force to reckon with. Now, after years of hustle and grind, we indies are rebelling again. Gone are the days of publishing a book a month until we drop, and in its place we're sowing the seeds of a better way. A way with more ease, abundance, and flow. Get ready to learn about indie authorship from a whole new perspective. We're about to cover everything from releasing your poverty mentality to manifesting your millionaire author destiny. I'm Carissa Andrews, and this is the Author Revolution Podcast. Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Author Revolution Podcast. Oh, man, guys, I am feeling some big, heavy-duty FOMO going on right now. Seriously, FOMO. As I'm recording this podcast episode, it is the start of 20 Bucks Vegas, the final 20 Bucks Vegas, and I am so desperately wishing I was there with all of you. Instead, in my place are all of my friends, which is very sad in its own way because I'm like, dang it, I'm missing out on seeing so many people that I haven't had the chance to see for a while. Most of all, of course, is my friend and co-business partner person and my millionaire author manifestation co-creator, Tammy Tyree. She's out there. She's handing out some amazing discount cards. So if you are interested in the Millionaire Author Manifestation course when we open the doors in February, make sure you hunt her down. She's not hard to spot. She's been wearing a t-shirt that says something like, if you want to manifest your millionaire author destiny, ask me how. And she's got these little coupon card things that we're passing out and letting people get in on the wait list early and then use the discount card, obviously, as we get closer to launching. So hunt her down, ask her about it. If she runs out, you can always email me as well, and I can make sure that you get the discount code. Since you are obviously listening to this and obviously are a part of this podcast community, which we love so much. So anyway, it's been one of those weeks where not only has NaNoWriMo gone really, really well, guys, I am past the 15,000 word mark. And if you're hearing this on the 8th, which I'm assuming, a lot of you are, I should even be past the 17,000 word mark. I've gotten, knock on wood, a chapter done per day. So right now I'm heading into chapter 8 and it's been going so wonderful. Dirty Books is coming out just absolutely funny and so much fun to write. But even though that's going well, I'm seeing all these pictures. I'm getting, obviously images from Tammy. She's sending me photos of everything that's going on there. And I'm getting comments from Troy Lambert and other people. And I'm just like, oh, dang it. I want to be there so bad. And it's even worse now that I know what the vibe is like. It's even worse now that I know, what the whole week feels like. It's terrible. So needless to say, I am very excited about next year, very excited to be going back to Vegas. I can't wait to find out what Joe Solari's team is going to unveil at the end of this week because they're going to be talking about what the new name of the conference is going to be, how it's going to all operate, what it's going to look like next year. So that's going to be really fun. And so obviously I'm going to be tapping Joe to get him on the show. So if anyone's near him, I've already talked to him once, or tried to talk to him once, I should say. And we've been crossing hairs. So we need to get him on the podcast to talk about this new transition and how it's all going down. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. And I can't wait to go back. Seriously, FOMO is real, guys. So bad. I am just like, oh, why am I at home instead of in Vegas right now? It's bad. So since I'm here, since I'm hanging out and doing my thing, I'm very excited, however, to finally unveil a conversation that I had with Clayton Noblit over at Written Word Media, who, by the way, is also in Vegas. So if you are looking for more information about the topic we're going to be discussing this week, make sure you hunt Clayton and his team down. Written Word Media is an amazing group of people. They're an amazing site and amazing everything. Everything that they do is wonderful. I've always been really thrilled with the amount of, data or information that they're willing to put out. Obviously, if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, you know that I love Clayton's surveys and the things that he's put out as well for those. But their promo sites are amazing as well. I use Free Booksy all the time. I use Bargain Booksy once in a while. And now that I'm getting ready to launch the rom-com, I'm going to definitely be checking out Red Feather Romance and others. Like, it's just such a wonderful site and a wonderful group of people. And I love being able to support them in new ways. I mean, they are innovators, truly. And you're going to find that out in this podcast episode because we're going to be talking about all the new things that they've been adding. Like what they do isn't enough, right? They do so many wonderful, amazing things. And now they're adding more to it. And this is going to be an interesting one for those of you who maybe haven't heard about all the expansion that Written Word Media has been putting into their promo sites. So this comes from a place where I utilize Written Word Media. I utilize the promo sites. They are some of the best in the business from my experience. And that's coming from, an urban fantasy side. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it works for romance and seeing if it's any different, any better, any worse. I don't know yet, but I am definitely excited to give it a whirl. And so I want you to just open your ears, think about new ways to be able to promote your works, because what they're offering now, what they're working on offering is going to help you out a lot, especially if you've got new releases. So without further ado, without leading too much into it, I'm going to let Clayton describe what's going on. So let's get to it. Well, hi there, Clayton. Welcome back to the Author Revolution podcast. I'm excited to bring you back on the show. So people who have been listening to this thing for a while, they're going to know how, you have come into the sphere a couple of times. So they're going to know kind of a little bit who you are and why I keep bringing you back on this show. But for anybody who might be new to this podcast, do you want to explain real quick who you are and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, thanks for having me again. Excited to be back as always. My name is Clayton Noblit, and I am the Senior Marketing Manager for Written Word Media. And Written Word Media is a book marketing company. And so we have email lists of, I guess, combined over 1.25 million readers now. So a very large audience of readers. And essentially, authors can pay us to send out links to buy their books to our readers. That's kind of the most simple way to explain it. And we also run Facebook and Amazon ad campaigns for authors. So if you're an author and you want people to buy your book, we can help with that.
Absolutely. It's like marketing made easy for authors. It really is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for those of you who haven't heard some of the other podcast episodes, make sure you go back and listen because Written Word Media does an awful lot of things. So this particular podcast episode is going to be focusing on something called Promo Stacks, which is a brand new baby that you guys are launching, which is really cool. And in the past, obviously, authors have had to do all the things trying to get their promo days in order, talk to different promo sites, schedule everything, page place individually. But now, though, you've created a way that's going to be a little bit easier for authors and their PAs probably to handle all this. So do you want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So, promo stacking is one of those strategies that, invented by indie authors a long time ago, and it's kind of tried and true, right? And so it's the idea that if you do a lot of marketing in a short period of time, your book's ranking will increase on retailers and you'll see halo sales. So sales just from readers who wouldn't otherwise see your book, seeing it because it's higher up in the rankings. And so with a promo stack, you'll get the sales that you would normally get from your marketing, but then you'll get additional sales on top of that because of the increased visibility of your book. And so kind of the trick with promo stacking is you can kind of make 1 + 1 = 3, right? It's kind of it's a very cool thing that indies came up with. And so, we run a lot of promos for authors, and authors stack our promos with other promo sites, with other promos with Written Word Media. And so we know this is something that authors are doing and have been doing for a long time. But the big drawback of running a promo stack is that it can be pretty exhausting and it's hard to coordinate all of these dates, right? Some promo sites won't tell you what day your promo will run until like a week after you schedule. Sometimes you won't know if you'll get approved for your promo. And so there's a lot of juggling calendars and making sure you have everything lined up to make sure your promo stack runs in a good 3 to 5 day period to really make sure you get the most out of it that you can. And so, earlier this year, we were experimenting with what authors go through. And, my boss, actually, he was doing it and he was like, this is insane. Like, I'm a professional marketer and this is miserable for me. And, we all know not many authors love marketing. A lot of them do it and do very well at it, but very few love it. And so if someone, like my boss, Mike, who, loves marketing, was having a miserable time putting together a promo stack, we knew there was something that we could do. And so
Nice.
what we've done is we've partnered with other promo sites and we've put all of our promos together into different stacks. And so you can schedule, maybe 5 different promos in a single stack with one click, and you'll know what days they're going to run, and you don't have to do anything other than give one link to your book.
Love that.
So it's taken something that could be hours of work spread out over weeks into something that now will take 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll know 100% when your stack is going to run. So yeah, it's a really huge time saver for authors, and it helps make this strategy more accessible to authors. So yeah,
Oh gosh, no
we're really
kidding.
excited about it.
Right? No more copy paste, like leave the last promo site up and then copy it over to the next site and then try to remember what you did with it. Yeah, there's none of that.
Yep.
That's so cool. I think that was the
Yes.
hardest part for me, where it's like, oh man, I did that yesterday and I should have left it open so I could copy and paste all this stuff. Ugh. Okay, let's do it again. Here we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, with our promo stacks, when you're going through to check out, you'll enter the description for your book. You'll give us the link. Of course, tell us the price that your book will be, and you do all of that once, and it goes to all the promo sites that are included in your stack. So yeah, no juggling calendars, no switching between tabs. So yeah, we're really excited about it.
So how did this idea like come about then? You said that your boss was playing around with understanding how it worked, but like why? Like what was the point of like giving it a try?
Yeah. I mean, we're always looking for ways to make marketing better for authors, and so we do run experiments where we do different marketing tactics for books. And if you're a premium member with Written Word Media, sometimes your books will be used in these free of charge, as a little bonus.
Nice.
Yeah, because we need to
Hint,
test with
hint.
people, right? Yeah. Nudge, nudge. And so we're always looking for ways to market books better. And so he was testing out other promo sites and ours as well. And we like to think our promo sites are very easy to book promos on. And so that's great. But we also know authors were going to other promo sites that aren't owned by Written Word Media to book their promos as well. And so if we make our promos very easy to book, that's great. But an author is still having to switch between brands and sites because that's not their whole experience, right?
Yep.
They're not just booking promos with us. We know that's the case. And so, it really just made sense to, if we could partner with other promo sites to kind of bring everything together, all the promo sites benefit, the author benefits a lot because their life is much easier.
Right.
And so, once we started thinking about it, it kind of became like a no-brainer. And then, of course, we're really lucky to have other promo sites that are, really interested in supporting authors and then also really easy to work with.
Right. I was just thinking, like, how would that work? Because in a sense, they're kind of like competitors. So how did that aspect of it go? Like, were they going, oh, heck yeah, let's partner together? Or were they like, should we trust you? Like,
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, that's a big part of partnering with another company is building that trust. I think, technically we are all competitors, right? From like an industry perspective, but kind of what I was saying earlier, that's not actually the reality of how authors use promo sites.
yeah.
Very few authors choose which promo site they're going to use. Most of them are running stacks. They're booking multiple promos across different promo sites in a short period of time.
It's kind of
Um,
like readers and books. It's like your competitors only because you're doing similar things. But really, the reader, or in this case, the author, is going to be like going to whichever ones are available and can help them get their book out. So it's like you're not really
yeah,
competitors; you just kind of are.
yeah. I mean, that
Yeah,
is actually the perfect analogy, right?
sure.
Authors, two fantasy authors, technically they are competitors as, you would define it in business school, but they're really
Right.
not because very few fantasy readers are saying, well, I've read my fantasy book for the year. I've got nothing else. I'm done. Right.
Right. I'm tapped out. I'm good.
Exactly. So, and so these two fantasy authors can work together and they can, do newsletter swaps and help promote each other's work and kind of,
Right.
rising tide lifts all boats. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's kind of what we're seeing with promo stacks, right? Like authors are very excited about it. We're seeing it like a really exciting kind of movement when we release the product.
I think it's
Um,
super cool too when we're all able to collaborate together, whether it be promo sites or whether it be authors, like getting to that point where we're no longer kind of like these individual units. We're all kind of like in this thing together and we are helping each other. It's really cool.
yeah. I mean, I think that's absolutely what we're going for
Love
at Written
it.
Word Media, right? Authors come to us. They pay us money. Hopefully, they earn more money by running promos with us, and then we're able to take the money they invest in their work invest in creating a bigger audience and more promos for authors. And so it's this flywheel effect that helps us, helps them, and then at the
Right.
end of the day, everybody benefits.
Right. And
So
it
yeah,
probably brings some of
that
the
was
sites and aspects into like their purview that they didn't have before. Like, especially if you're a new author and you're not like real familiar with promo stacking, they're probably like, who are these people? So speaking of that, okay, so what are the other promo sites that you guys have partnered with? Who are they?
Yeah. Yeah, so we have three partners, and so they are the Fussy Librarian, which is a really
Nice.
well-known
Yep.
promo site, and then we recently partnered with Hello Books, which is Mark
Mark
Dawson's
Dawson.
promo site,
Okay.
if you're familiar with him, and then we also partner with eReader IQ. And
Nice.
so, yeah, we have three promo site partners that are not owned by Written Word Media, and then of course we have our five promo sites that
Right.
are. So yeah, it totals up to quite a large audience. So yeah, it's very, very exciting.
That's super cool. Okay, so what genres then, if authors are coming in, they're like, heck yes, I'm going to do this promo stack because it's going to make my life so much easier. What are the genres that can actually do the promo stack through you guys?
Yes, so we are rolling out more genres constantly. Right now we have, let's see, romance, mystery, thriller, science fiction, fantasy, horror. We just launched a nonfiction promo stack. I think we also just launched some literary fiction promo stacks, and we're adding more every day as we get more genres available. We also need to improve the filtering to make it easier for authors to find their genre, but that will be coming very soon. And
I thought it
so,
was pretty easy though. It wasn't, it was, when I was
okay,
looking at it, it was actually really easy to take a look at and then you filter it down to like how long you want it to work. That was pretty cool.
yeah. The goal is for it to be easy. We have very high standards for things being easy. So that's the goal there.
We need
Um,
it to be easy.
yeah, I mean, same for me. Everybody wants things to be easy. So yeah, that's the goal. So yeah, we have a lot of different genres available. And what I would say is if any author doesn't see their genre, please ask for it, because
Ah,
we will build a promo stack if there is demand. So just
nice.
because you don't see your genre, definitely reach out and ask. You might be surprised at how quickly we can put something together specifically for you.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, it's early days, and we're looking to serve authors in the best way that we can. So
Right?
yeah, always reach out and make a suggestion. Worst case, we say, hey, it's going to take a little bit. Best case, we say, hey, done and done. We're ready to go. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay, so Clayton, I got to ask, do you do audiobook versions of the promo stacks?
we don't have audiobook yet.
There's one to add.
Yes, there we go. Hey, it's on the list. I'll type it up right now. Yeah,
Right?
that's a great point.
That would be awesome. Yeah. And
Yeah,
we need more sites from an author perspective for audiobooks. Like Chirp is great, but it's like, come on, we need more of those.
yeah,
Ah, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And
Okay.
more for direct sales, FYI. Direct sales promo
Gotcha.
sites would be great too.
Excellent.
I know you guys are working with that though. You have a lot of great options there. Okay,
Yes.
so when it comes to price restrictions though, do you have to have your book at a super discount or like how does that work in order to do a promo stack?
Yes. So we are pretty restricted on the price. So in order to run a promo stack right now, your book either must be free or 99 cents.
Perfect.
And now it does not have to be specifically discounted. So if you have a perma-free first in series, or if you have a first in series that is always 99 cents, you can leave it at that. You don't need to specifically discount for your promo stack, but it
Okay.
has to be free or 99 cents. And I know that that's frustrating. That's a very low price, right? And that's just kind of where we are. Hello Books, for example, only ever did free promos. Futsy
Mhm.
Librarian is also very focused on free promos. And so
Yep.
this is, and so are we at Redward Media. We are focused on discounted free promos. And so in order to make a stack, across sites that works well and performs in a way that we're comfortable selling, those were the prices that we had to land on. So right now, free or 99 cents might change in the future, but right now that's where we're at for the book price when running a promo stack.
That makes sense. Out of the genres that you guys run, are there any that you've gone, holy cow, these ones work really well, like get a ton of clicks and like this is definitely the leader when it comes to like the promo stacks just going gangbusters?
Yeah, I mean, it varies, because the list sizes are different for different genres. For
Sure.
example, the romance stack reaches more
Right?
readers than the literary fiction stack,
What are you
right?
talking about? That's just so
I know,
weird.
shocking, right? Yeah. And so the and so the romance stack is more expensive, But
Yep.
that one is probably the one we've gotten the most feedback of being like, wow, this took me 15 minutes to schedule, and I'm seeing a massive increase in my rankings. So I think that one stands out in terms of because there's so much competition in romance that when
Yep.
you give something to romance authors that really works in marketing, like you hear about it. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
exciting.
Well, and I'm in fantasy, and for me, it's like I always go to you guys, always when I'm doing a promo stack of any kind, because I will always earn my money back that same day. Like I've
Yeah.
never not done it. And so it doesn't matter if it's a free promo or if it's a 99-cent promo, it earns itself back. So I'm like, I never have any worries whatsoever. Like
Well,
however way
that's
I go, it's just whatever. Let's wing it, and we know who I have to go to. So it's great. I love it.
excellent.
Okay, so question for you then, when it comes to series, because that I think that's why it works so well for me. Does the promo stack offer a way to promote the whole series like your series promos do, or like do you only advertise book one and that's it? Like, how does that work?
Yes, yeah. Great question. So it for context, our series promos are very popular. And that's where when you run a promo with us, we'll send readers to your series page on Amazon instead of just your book page. And your series page is really popular because readers can buy the entire series with one click. And that is just a really good thing for authors. So use your series page whenever possible. Our
Heck
series
yes.
promos, yeah.
I agree.
Yes, absolutely. It's a great thing. We don't have series promos included in promo stacks right now.
Okay.
And I think that's a logistical thing between partners and our different sites.
Sure.
But I think that could be coming in the future. That's a very exciting thing. But we are
Yeah.
seeing with the promo stacks that it's just such a powerful promo that people are seeing really impressive results with a promo stack compared to even a series promo.
Right.
So no series promos in the promo stacks right now, but another good idea, Carissa.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm always full of good ideas. I blame that on my strategic strength from Becca's side. She
Yeah.
was going through that whole thing. Oh, yeah. That's strategic there.
There you go.
Oh, funny. Okay, so what price ranges then do we have for the promo stacks? I know that the genres, like you said, are different based off of, how big the lists are and everything like that. But like if they were coming in there, what's the difference?
Yeah. So it's a pretty wide range because we have single day, 3-day, 5-day promo stacks. So yeah, a lot of options. I believe the cheapest right now is $80 and the
Nice.
most expensive is $395.
That's
So yeah,
great. Still
yeah.
cheaper
So
than BookBub. I mean, I
true,
love
true.
BookBub. Don't get me wrong, but come on,
Yeah.
guys.
And you'll get it when you schedule it. No applying,
Right.
you're getting it. So yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
another benefit. Yeah,
That is
yeah,
definitely a benefit. Yeah. That's so great. Okay,
yeah.
so you mentioned the 1, 3, and 5 days, which is really cool. So the promo stacks can either happen all on the same day, spread across 3, or spread across 5. Have you found any of them to be more effective than others for authors?
Yeah. So, I think in general, with our promo stacks, because they're so well filled out, the longer it is, kind of the better the results we're seeing.
Right.
Um, and so I don't think that's necessarily true always. I think it depends on how much you put into your promo stack. But the way ours are designed, the 5-day is longer, and so there's more promos built into it. And
Makes
so
sense.
that is typically more effective. Another benefit of a longer promo stack I find is that there's more room for authors to kind of add in their own stuff on the side, right? Maybe you have
Sure.
your own email list. On a 5-day promo stack, you have more time to send to your list, maybe do a newsletter swap with another author, something like that, to kind of
Yep.
add on top of the promo stack that you're running with us. So the longer promo stack gives you a little more time to run your own ads, post on social media, do all the extra stuff that you want to do on the side as well.
Right. It kind of builds more buzz throughout that time frame too, I've found. It's kind of like doing a launch in a sense where it's like you have this bigger time frame and you can get a lot more people engaged and excited about it than just one day and all of a sudden it's done and you're like, what just happened? Like,
Yeah,
whoa.
absolutely true. It's a good signal for retailers for their algorithms to say, hey, this book is getting sustained attention for this 5-day period
Right.
or 3-day period, right? Like that's a better signal for them to keep it higher in the rankings. So
Absolutely. Yeah. And then it stays higher, like more organically for those sites for a bit of time as well. So it's not just that one day where people are going, oh yay, and then nothing else happens. You're going, what
exactly. Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
We need more things. So are there any other restrictions on, like, for example, how frequently they can use a promo stack? Can they do it like every month? Could they do it like every 2 weeks? Like what is the restriction there?
Yeah, so the restriction is every 30 days. So you
Okay,
can't run the same promo stack within 30 days of one. And that just gives us time to add more readers to our lists. So you'll continue to get good results.
sure,
So you can run one every 30 days or longer. We haven't had promo stacks out in the public yet to really know kind of how authors are using them. We think they would work well every 30, 60 days, something like that. We assume there'll be a lot like our normal promos where we see authors book pretty frequently. Some authors will book, every 35 days, some every 60. It kind of depends on what the author finds works for them.
sure.
Um, so I anticipate that's how promo stacks will be, but I'm really not sure if authors will, book them more frequently or less frequently.
What about
Yeah,
if they have a different promo that they've run? So, like for instance, this month I ran a free Booksy,
yeah.
and it was like the first of the month. What if I like I have a new release coming up and I'm going to use the same series to like get all excited about this particular thing? This may
Mhm.
be my thing. It actually might happen right now. So like I have a book coming out on the 21st, but I already did a free Booksy, normal free Booksy, not a promo stack. Can I still
Mhm.
do a promo stack, or because I already did a free Booksy, it won't work?
You can't do a promo stack that involves free Booksy for that same.
Rude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because then readers would be getting the same book,
But I could do
within
a bargain
weeks
Booksy.
and stuff. You can do a bargain Booksy, absolutely, because
Ooh,
different
okay.
audiences. Yeah, so
Nice.
it can't be the same brand within 30 days. If
Ooh,
it's the
good to
same
know.
book, yeah,
Okay, gotcha. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I might have to take a look and see. It's short notice
Yeah.
because it's next week. It
Could happen. Could happen. Yeah,
could
we'll see
happen. It
what's
could. Yeah.
available.
I
Yeah,
might have to take a look at it.
yeah.
Well, is there anything else authors should know about when it comes to the promo stacks? Because I mean, this is so new. Like you said, it's just coming out and rolling out, and authors are obviously getting into it. But like anything else that we didn't touch on that authors should know about?
Yeah, good question. I mean, I think if you're, if maybe if you haven't run a promo stack before, we did write a great blog post that kind of explains promo stacking and kind of the different ways authors can think about it. So if
Yeah.
you just go to writtenwordmedia.com and click learn at the top of the homepage, you'll see the blog post there. So that can
Nice.
be a great thing if you want a little more information about promo stacking in general. And then, like I was saying earlier, if you have suggestions like you do, or you have
I'm always full of
questions,
suggestions.
hey, that's literally how promo stacks came to be, right?
Love
So
it.
I would really encourage any author that has any questions, anything at all, please contact us, ask us for help, ask us to do something for you. And yeah, that's how we make things like this happen. So yeah, I would say that's kind of the number one thing. And
Cool.
then yeah, if you want to book your promo stack, you can go to writtenwordmedia.com/promo-stacks. And you can see all the promo stacks there. You can also just go to our homepage and hit promote now, and you'll see an option for promo stacks. So lots of ways to get
Super
there. But
easy. Yeah.
yeah, writtenwordmedia.com is the place to go.
That is so awesome. Well, I love that you guys are so innovative and you're like I said, every time I pull you on here, originally it's all started from your surveys because you guys have the incredible surveys that you guys do and the different articles that you do every year, especially when it comes to trends or things that are happening in the author industry. And so that's kind of where you like, even though I was using free Booksy and bargain Booksy, it was just kind of part of my routine. It didn't really like connect how well you guys are innovating and everything until I started looking at those. It was probably what, 2018, 2019, somewhere in there when you started
Yeah.
those surveys. And I was just like,
Mhm.
this company is really cool. This company is really cool. And obviously you do such a great job with those articles too. So keep them up. I love reading them every time they come out. So they're
Oh, thank
fantastic.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot of fun doing them. So yeah, there'll be another survey this year for sure.
I can't wait. I will be involved. Well, Clayton, thanks so much for coming on the show and talking about this. This is one of the most exciting things that I've seen for a while, other than the other stuff that you've been doing. Like literally, you guys are constantly coming out with something cool and new and unique every time. And if you can start getting even better with the like the direct sales stuff, oh, you're gonna like master this thing so much. I won't go anywhere else. I'll just be going to you. It's
Excellent.
fine.
No, well, yeah. Well, thank you so much for having me. Always super fun to talk to you. And yeah, this is great. Thank you.
All right, guys. So there you have it. I love bringing Clayton onto the podcast because he has number one, he has such insight into the authorship process and like what we as authors are really looking for. But when it comes to promo sites and things that are helping us to get a bigger reach out there, written word media, at least in my experience, and I've said this before, is probably one of the best in the business. I mean, in some ways, some of the promos that I've done through them are even better than running a BookBub. So if you haven't yet tried any of their stuff, I definitely recommend it. And now this podcast episode is not a promotional podcast episode. There is no like affiliate links or anything like that that's going on with this. It's just literally one of the best ways that I have used promo sites and promo stacking in order to get my books seen. So when I called Clayton to come on here, I knew that this was something that, as they're building out these processes, as they're building out these aspects for authors to be able to make their lives easier with the promotion side of things, I knew you'd want to hear about it and know that this is actually an availability and a process that you can use just to make your life so much easier. And it really does. Like for everything that they do, like he was saying, like there's so many different ways that they're just trying to make life easier for authors. And it really does come through in their ethos. And so I want you to check it out. Feel free to, dig around and like see what's happening. But just know that from my perspective, written word media and all of their promotion sites have just been fantastic for getting views on my books, for being seen, for like that ROI aspect of it, where you spend money, you get money back. It's been great. So check it out. Hopefully you'll see it all happening. If you've got questions, stop by the Written Word Media booth over in 20 Books Vegas if you're happening to be there this year for 2023. And just know that like there are companies out there who are constantly innovating, and written word media is certainly one of them. So it's part of the reason why I like to chat with Clayton. I love asking questions about his surveys and what they've been finding out. They keep a pulse on what authors are doing, how the industry is being impacted, like what it is that we're trying to accomplish with our books. And when it comes to like promotional sites or just like marketing endeavors, having that aspect where you know that the people behind it are really rooting for you, I don't know, it feels really good. It feels important. And it feels like, you're not in this alone. It's like having a really close friend who's there to help you figure out how to make your book seen and how to like get readers to notice them. And so check it out. Talk to Clayton. He's fantastic. And like you said, they're very fast at being able to respond to like suggestions and things like that. So just hang out and like see how it works. Play around with it. It's definitely something that I like to do. I'll play around with the concepts that they're putting out there. I'll see if it works for me and my process. And some of them do, some of them don't. And some of them it comes back around. Like even if I'm not doing it all the time, I'll cycle back through it because, we're always trying to switch up our game, right? We're always trying to create new things for bringing eyes to our books. And so just know that these are options. This is a great company and a great site to be able to work with as well. And having these new promotional sites that are all in collaboration with written word media is pretty awesome too. I know I use Fussy Librarian and eReader IQ, and I haven't used Mark Dawson's site yet, but Hello Books does sound pretty awesome. And so all of the things are just waiting there for you to be able to get your reach expanded, to get your books into the hands of new readers. So enjoy. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. If you're in Vegas, say a prayer for me. Hold me in your thoughts. Like just have fun. Have a great time. Vegas and 20 Books is definitely an experience you will not want to miss out on. Cherish it. It's a lot of fun. And make sure you stop by and say hello to Tammy Tyree. She is out there, like I said, peddling some wonderful postcards with discount cards for the Millionaire Author Manifestation course when we relaunch in February. So check her out and talk to her. Give her a nudge from me because she needs to be teased. At any rate, I hope you have a great rest of the week. Enjoy NaNoWriMo as well. I'm going to be writing my little heart out. I'm going to this book. Dirty Books is so fun, guys. It's just writing rom-com, I'm finding is hilarious. It is actually really, really fun. So at any rate, I'm going to be doing that. I'll be writing dirty stories, dirty books, whatever, and having a good time doing that, I guess, while you guys are out there doing your thing as well. Have a great week, and we will talk to you next time. Go forth and start your author revolution.